All right, hello everybody. Excuse me. Animal Sanctuary and Human Rehabilitation / Distribution Center. So we need funding to grow food and get access to clean water. We need funding for distribution and transportation of goods to those in need. Need funding for a research and development center. The center's purpose is to document how well the hemp plant and other natural path techniques work in combating sickness. To also document the effect that comes from incorporating colors, smells, and sights into healing areas and centers and working to maintain a joyous environment for the sick. The movie Patch Adams is a great real-life testament of this. Along with the hemp and the implementation of sights/smells, I also think we should experiment with different routines and other rituals of living and see how much of a difference in healing happens when someone also changes their daily routines and or rituals. We need funding for an animal sanctuary. This sanctuary has multiple purposes. For one, it will be a home that we can have rescue animals come and stay with us so that they aren't put to sleep or into cages and treated poorly. Another purpose of this sanctuary is to provide a place for people to work with animals, and in doing so, I think we can learn a lot about oneself and others. Also, dogs are especially sensitive to energy, and so they can help us detect things and feelings and energies within ourselves that we maybe didn't think were as powerful or prevalent until they come into contact with other animals and people. It could also help us be less repressive. This sanctuary will probably be filled with mostly dogs and cats, but any animal that needs help and that we can accommodate safely will be allowed. Pops has always said that dogs give you their love and cats give you their peace. So for people whom are hurting, and being around loving animals and dogs and cats will bring about peacefulness and love. So it's a good exchange for both the animals and the people, because by doing so, the animals will have a beautiful place to live and responsible people to look after them. And again, this idea is mainly focused on solving the problem of us having to kill about 1 million dogs and cats every year in the United States. And you know, it's really just because the resources aren't put into the right places to take care of it. There's plenty of resources and food and land out there, but you know, there needs to be programs like this to actually solve the problem. So this is what I'm trying to do. All right, we need funding to help the displaced and houseless. Since hemp is so good at doing about everything, then we should offer an area with hemp-made shelters and homes where people whom have been displaced can come and live. And because our area will be a farm as well as a human and animal sanctuary, a lot of the displaced might find it familiar, as a lot of the people whom are displaced come from third world countries where they had to grow and gather their food straight from the ground. And so because we will be doing just that, it could make it a lot easier transition for them and give them work to do. Regarding the houseless, this is an ever-increasing problem here in America, and this idea would give people living on the streets or people who are about to be put on the streets in America a place to live and work, you know, as long as they follow the rules and regulations and meet the work regulations for the accommodations that we all have to follow. Okay. Also, we need funding for a 3D printing hemp factory. With 3D printing technologies in the hemp plant, we can produce all different shapes and sizes of products, and because hemp has over 10,000 industrial uses, we can produce pretty much whatever we need or what appears to be needed at the moment. This is also another potential way for us to generate extra / our own income and even pay back investors if that's the case. Because hemp is extremely eco-friendly, it's a much better product than most, if not all, other products in modern stores today. And so for the betterment of the whole world, it is good and maybe even imperative that we begin transferring from bad products to good products like hemp. Because a lot of the corruption that exists in the world today comes from greed and exploitation, we will not be perpetuating that, and so all products that we would offer would be as inexpensively priced as possible. All right, we also want to offer, this is something I want to do, I got to talk to Pops about it because he'd be in charge of the martial arts aspect, but I'd love to help people get into backpacking. So, you know, Pops is like a master martial artist, and I'm pretty skilled at backpacking, and so as a fun and productive addition to our movement, I thought we could also offer these things for people if they want to learn. Martial arts is great for many different things, and knowing how to hike and backpack properly is also a lot of fun and can be also very useful and productive. Martial arts is also fun. I forgot to put that in there, but it's just the little bit that I've learned and played around with. I've enjoyed doing it. Like, it's a fun workout. It's different than, I mean, weightlifting can be fun too, but I don't know. For me, it's a little bit more, I guess, fun when you can, you know, move your hands around and play, you know, shadow box with people and stuff like that. Like, there's more enjoyment out of it. Sometimes weightlifting and, you know, grueling exercises like that can be there's just not as much fun, you know. So especially for people who are rehabilitating and trying to heal and get over things, it's good to have some joy in the activities as well as challenge. So, all right, just want to share that with you guys. Hope you guys are doing all right. Bye.